uh, hey, what's good, y'all? Now, I'm messing with my mic settings because I had to reset everything. So I need y'all to let me know how I'm sounding so I can switch the mic settings and put it on the right setting because I had to reset everything, man. So I just want to make sure it's all good. But if I sound good, we can start the show, man. Shout out to all the people in the chat. We gonna get this started because I feel like Dan Campbell he lit Lions Nation on fire a little bit. Let me hold on one second, y'all. So do I sound good or not, y'all? I'm waiting for the comments, man. So I can get started. All right, I sound good. All right, give me one second. I'm gonna send this link out. We gonna get started. This first of all, this man Dan Campbell, the energy, man. I got so much to say about Dan Campbell, man. I got so much to say about Dan Campbell. I can't even tell y'all. Just give me one second. Shout out to all the people in the chat. Make sure you guys like the video. This man Dan Campbell, like I said, he just set the nation on fire. And one thing about his press conference is in the earlier questions, man, you can see he was taking shots at Patricia, and he was trying to say ways that he's not Patricia. Like he's like, when a player messes up, you sit them down, you talk to them, you do this and you do that. But let me tell you something. My first takeaway from Dan Campbell is I wish I played for this man. I understand why players love this guy. Players specifically, I'm talking about players. They very high on this guy. Like I wish I played for him. Like I would run through a wall for Dan Campbell. I don't know if he's gonna be a good head coach yet, but I'll run through a wall for Dan Campbell, bro. The way this man is so into it, and he's a football player, so he acts like that. But this man is a coach. I'm telling you, I would play for this man. Well, I'm telling you, I feel like our players, every type of player is different. Different backgrounds and stuff. But the player that's like me, they gonna love playing for Dan Campbell, man. Like I run through a wall, like just his energy. And see, this is the thing about energy and passion and charisma. One thing about it is some things you can't fake, and it's just genuine. And when you look at what he was doing with the Dolphins and what they were saying about him, they say he was a leader of men, and he brought energy and charisma to the Dolphins, and he was a special guy. And I got all of that just from his energy. Now, I mean, he had so many quotables. Like, I mean, this man Dan Campbell was the king of quotables. Talking about you heard all that before. I ain't gonna sell you no more pipe dreams, man. I'm done with the bullshit. Like Dan Campbell, man, is gonna be a guy that can attract free agents here. He's gonna be he's a leader of men. You can definitely see he's a leader of men type of guy. He said this man almost made me shed a tear at work, bruh. He gonna have that defense together if he gets his guy Glenn. Whoever Dan Campbell want, get him, because see, one thing that I want people to pay attention to is when he kept talking about having everybody in the organization on one accord. Like you said, everybody is only trying to look to see what Sean Payton was trying to do when he was talking about the same. So everybody is on one accord. And with our organizations, even with our past coaches, the organization has never been on one accord where we're one heartbeat. And that's the thing about teams like the Saints and the old Patriots and all of these dominant teams, even Green Bay to a lesser extent. They one heartbeat and they're successful because of it. And it's about having the right guys in the building that's going to be able to motivate and just everybody stand on one accord. Like for real. Like, and and he kept, like I said, he was taking a lot of shots at Patricia. Like, we ain't talking about, oh, I wanted this guy and then you wanted that guy and it's miscommunication with the players we selected. I picked up on it all. He was trying to show like I am completely different from that last coach you guys had. But like we don't know what he's going to do on the field. But what I do know is he's trying to bring Detroit back. He want this team to be violent, gritty, nasty. He talking about like he wanted if you come here, you scared of coming here or because of the home field advantage. And he's trying to make us the tough team that our city represents. I mean, honestly, that's what we've been needing. and we need a coach that's going to inspire players. But I'm telling you one thing though, I don't know how the season's going to go, but the locker room won't have no problems. Not with this man there. I mean, this is like the perfect coach for Stafford. Obviously, they asked about Stafford, said he was a stud and he wants to win. They was asking some quarterback questions. He didn't really want to answer them now, but they gonna talk about it. But I definitely think Stafford's gonna be here. Definitely think he's gonna be here this year. They might still draft a young quarterback that he wants to groom, but I could care less, man. This man is the right guy for the job. He has to put product on the field, but when they was asking them questions, see, this is what I wanted with a coach. I don't know why a lot of coaches like to, y'all know me. I'm a very direct person. I don't know like why a lot of coaches like to sugarcoat and bullshit on stuff and, like keep stuff close to the vest and not talk about the reality of the situation. When they was asking him about the team, he's talking about obviously the offense is way better than the defense and the defense needs to be built up. And obviously he knows we have pieces, and he was harping on being able to get the most out of the pieces that you have. You know what I'm saying? Being able to get most out of the talent and matchups. Like we've always complained about TJ Hawkinson or Galladay or Swift or whoever on offense not getting enough targets, not getting enough matchups, not getting enough plays called for him. And he kept harping on how where he comes from, you use your best players against their worst players to put them in positions of success. And all the stuff he's saying is simple. But the thing is, between him and every other coach that said this, is because of his personality, I know he's going to actually do this shit. So I can just tell by the way that he is. I know that he's actually going to put our best players on these players. Not saying I'm not talking about wins and losses. I'm just talking about philosophy right now. I know all the stuff that he said he's going to do. You can tell like I said, I run through a wall for this man. I would love to play on the team for this man. So you can tell that he's going to do what he's going to say. Now, is it going to work? We don't know because it's early. I mean, it's the off season right now for us, but I'm going to tell you something. He's going to have this team on one heartbeat. And that's the way you got to change the culture, because when as much as when Caldwell was here, there was a little bit dissension at times, but for the most part, everybody was on one accord, and we won the most games that way. And with Patricia, everybody was disgruntled, and he was very disrespectful, very arrogant. Dan Campbell is not that type of guy. He's not no arrogant asshole. He's a motivator, leader of men type guy. And we got to see, like I said, the man the man is king of quotables. And Carlos Monarrez need to lose his job. He need to lose his job 100%. I'm about to get in some of the comments real quick. Give me a second. But he's not gonna tell everything about what he wants to do. But with a new head coach, I'm just trying to look at like what vision is he trying to build? Like how is he analyzing the team? How does he look at football? And I'm gonna be honest, when Patricia came in here, it was more of a like, we're gonna make a perfect system like the Patriots and we're gonna run it. You know what I'm saying? With Dan Campbell, it's like we're gonna make a perfect culture and then we're gonna figure out the rest of the stuff on the way. We're gonna use what we have, just a different type of philosophy. You can tell the difference. Like Patricia, like we're gonna make my perfect system and use it. Campbell is going to work with what he has and try to maximize it. It's a difference. The W's will come. People are going to buy in. That's what J-Mo said. 100%. 100%. No, we will not have locker room. Like, we didn't have any locker room issues with Caldwell, like, at all. This is going to be a coach. You're not going to hear people out of the locker. Like, oh, man, I'm so excited for the players because, me as I'm not a professional football player, but I would play for this man. So I know if I would play for this man, you gonna love playing for this man. And he was talking about the small things. Now I forgot who he was talking about, the player, because I didn't hear. I was gone. I didn't hear the player he was talking about. Maybe y'all can remind me. But he was talking about how the player, the reputation is, a guy that's disgruntled, a guy that's a locker room cancer. But he was talking about how selfless it was, and then I don't really think Kerryon's going to be on this team, but I'm making an example. But it's about doing what's best for the team. And Kerryon took that role of being that blocking third row who's not getting no carries and doing what's best for the team. And I just feel like when he's bringing players in here like that, and he's bringing coaches and leaders that all have this one philosophy, it's like I said, it's that one heartbeat type of flow. Like, will it work? We obviously have to see. But man, I think it's gonna work just because it's about the approach sometimes. When you look at some of the other successful coaches like Vrabel and McVay, how did they approach it when they came into those new organizations? If you go back and look at how they approached it, you can understand why they had success. And sometimes you can approach something well and not have success. I'm not saying that that's the end all be all, but when I go back and if you go back and look at McVay's and Vrabel press conferences, you can just see a different type of thing. And like I was saying, when I think about Patricia's press conference, I just got a whole different type of energy. I felt like he was trying to be a Bill Belichick. Dan Campbell is a football player that's a coach now. That's about passion. And this is the thing with player coaches that sometimes can help you. A player that's been played in the NFL knows how a player wants to be coached, knows how players should be led, knows the ins and outs. And he's been on the other level. Like, he's coached the intern with Miami, had them winning games and changed their culture around in half a season. And he's been with the Saints, just moving steadily along and raising up his stock. And I brought this up before, how when we got Dan Campbell, I've never seen so many people on board with a Lions hire. It was people on board with the Patricia hire, people on board with the Caldwell hire. But when we got Dan Campbell, it was like the big boys in the NFL, so to speak, for lack of a better term. They were like, oh, the Lions did something right. Like, I'm telling you, I saw so many people hyping up this guy, and I'm on the outside looking in. I'm like, I really don't know much. I'm looking at his track record. I don't know what to think. This press conference, I'm going to have to rewatch it and break down everything. But I just wanted to come and talk to you guys, man, because we got a new head coach. I didn't say nothing about that lately. In this press conference, I mean, it set me on fire. I know it set y'all on fire, man, because I just feel like when you lead people in their heart and what they will, it shows up on the field. What my favorite thing that he probably said, just off the top of my head, it was so many things. I won't even say my favorite thing, but one of the things that I really like that he said is he said that he wants to be a team that's competing in every game. Every game is close. So at the end of the game, you has the highest chance to win. And our teams have not been like that. Even with Caldwell, they were like night and day. And you look at some of the other teams, they rarely get blown out. They might most of these winning playoff teams, they might get blown out once a season, twice a season at most. But they're in every game. Every game is important, and every game matters. And you can see these teams competing in those games. And when you're competing in every game, you're gonna win more games. But there's been games where we down 14 or 21 and we have to come back. So if he can find a way to get this team to stay in games and compete and finish drives. And I also like where he was talking about the offensive coordinator and how he analyzes their philosophy. And you can go back and look what he was saying on that. But he wants to know how the way that they think about offense. So I don't know what him and Daryl Belber is going to think about. But if he wants to bring his own guy in here, then I'm not going to object to it. It sucks to have Stafford have to learn another new offense, but you can see something, man. You definitely can see something. Nah, Fight Fish, I disagree. I think we can win. All you needed was a better head coach and to fix the defense. That's been the problem with the Detroit Lions since Patricia got here. He's a terrible head coach, and he destroyed our defense. We got talent on offense now at every position. You got to find what you're going to do with Galladay and stuff. But for the most part, we got talent at every position on offense. The O-line, everything is good. You fix this defense, you get a better head coach, and then you can start doing something and start to building something. Hey, man, no, man. Campbell was talking that talk. He got to walk that walk now. He can talk all he want, but that's the main thing that I love that he said. He said that, I can talk all I want, but ain't y'all tired of hearing the same old BS, the same old spiel? I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm the savior and we're going to do this. He's like, I'm not about to sell y'all no dreams. I'm here to try to build what I'm trying to build. I hope that it works, but I'm not selling y'all no dreams. And that's the way you got to approach this, But I'll tell you something. I mean, I think he's really gonna galvanize these players on defense, man. Like I'm telling you, man, these guys are gonna be fired up. Like our defense is gonna be nasty and tough, and he loves to run the football. So if he can finally get us a great running offense, that's just what I'm hoping for. A great rushing offense. We were terrible in rushing again this year, even though we got a good running back. He's about running that ball. He said, "I don't want an OC that's gonna throw the ball 50, 60 times a game." That's what I'm talking about. Run that damn football and you win games. I don't know how much we got to talk about this and harp on it, but we've had trouble winning games and we've never been able to run the football as long as Stafford's been here or Barry Sanders has been gone, besides when we had Kevin and them boys a little short. But we ain't been able to run the ball and we ain't won nothing. Hey, last time we were winning anything, we were running the ball. So finally, maybe this could be the guy that runs the damn football. So can you see us getting to the playoffs with our new coach? Look, if we keep in Stafford and stuff, I'm gonna have to look and see. You know, schedule is tough. I'm not baby steps right now. I gotta see how this roster get built. Because our roster right now, I don't like. The roster is terrible to me. On like the defensive side, they have a lot to fix. I have to see how does Campbell and Holmes fix the roster first. But if the defense is elite, like I remember like this coming season, I said we could be 18th. I was delusional. I thought Patricia was going to do something. Now I was crazy talking. Let y'all know. But if he can bring us to like 18th in defense, I'm not even asking for an elite defense. I just want a defense that's not like the worst in the league. Like I said, we could just be 18th in defense, 17th, 15th, 16th. Just close to middle of the pack. The team is 1,000 times better. But when you're the 32nd defense that gives up more points than the 2008 0-16 Lions, you're going to be garbage and laughable. I'm not even, because I know that you're not going to turn this team into an elite defense in one season unless you get a lot of free agents and like it's just a miracle. Well, I'm just asking for a competent defense. You know what I'm saying? If he can do that, we'll at least win 9 games. That should be the start. And 9 games will actually probably get into the playoffs because Bears, well, they won 8 games and made the playoffs. So you win 8 games, now you make the playoffs. So can we win 8 games if we have a better defense and a better head coach? Sure, we could. But like I said, I'm not jumping to conclusions or anything. I got to see how this roster is fixed because we got a lot of holes on these rosters. We had a lot of, as Luke would like to say, we had a lot of backups starting. So some things that we have to fix. But make sure you guys like the video if you haven't already. Let me know what you think about Dan Campbell. Do you like him? Do you hate him? What do you think about his vision that he was talking about in that press conference? So, yeah, they went 5-7, and their players still wanted them back. Right, he went at 5-7 with a roster that wasn't his and just hopping in. I mean, I don't got no problem with how he did, and like he was the leader of men over there. Just didn't get his opportunity. He got it now, so we'll see what he do. Are we keeping Stafford? I think so, but I think that he might still want to get his own QB. So I wouldn't be surprised if they take a QB early. But exactly. And like I said earlier, y'all know me, man. I'm direct. That's just how I am. You know. Shout out to my pops. He watches the show sometimes. He a military man, Marine man. We real direct and serious about stuff sometimes. So I don't like the sugarcoat stuff. Like that's not how my pops or my mother brought me up, just faking and just holding stuff back. Like I'm gonna be real with you. And Dan Campbell was doing that. Like he was more transparent than any other coach I've ever seen. I agree with everything you said because he was more transparent, and that's what I loved about. Like stop with the sugarcoat and just fake talk, spill. Like just stop with that and be a human being, bro. And that's what I feel like about Dan. When I said I would play for him. Because I could tell like that's a real human being. That's a dude who cares about others. He's not about to come in and just start disrespecting people, treating grown men like they're less than, talking to them any kind of way out the side of his neck. Like he's a guy that respects people. That's one thing quality that a lot of good coaches have. It's about respect at the end of the day and handling personalities. They ask about personalities in locker room. And he's like, as long as you can handle it, as long as it's not hurting the team, we can handle it. And I don't think we're gonna have any locker room problems. I think that is dead. And I like the transparency because look at like You don't have to be transparent. Bill Belichick is the greatest coach ever. He ain't transparent. But look at like McVay or who was the other coach I was just thinking about? McVay and Pete Carroll. Those guys, they're transparent for the most part. And it sometimes that type of thing just works. And I'm not gonna lie, I prefer a coach like that. I prefer a coach that, I mean, look, especially when you're a good coach, when you're being transparent, that don't mean you're giving away things. It just means you're not trying to hold back certain things that shouldn't be held back, and you're just gonna be honest with the fan base. And when you start off with honesty, the fan base will give you more leeway. When you start off saying that we have to do certain things and build a certain way, that's the way that it could go, man. I just like the energy that he came in with, but he has to win games. You know, that like he talked about building, talked about baby steps, man. You got to win the division before you try to win other things, and talked about how we got to become the Green Bay Packers and be able to compete with them consistently because the Green Bay Packers are the class of the division. Finally, somebody actually saying it. Instead of saying, "Oh, well, I think the guys in Green Bay are great over there. I think what they're doing is just really good, and they're a really good team." Like, come on, bro. Like, let's stop with the BS, bro. They've been whooping on us. They're the class of the division. How can you compete with this team? It ain't even like they the most talented. They just win games. And when you have that type of mindset, you know what you're up against. I just feel like some of these coaches don't. Their vision be a little bit skewed, and I feel like then he knows what he's trying to do. Now, what he's trying to do work, like can he do it? But he knows what he's trying to do, and I feel like he's gonna know how to handle these players. And that's just one thing with this last team. Your coach was too inexperienced, didn't know how to handle personality, players, or schemes, didn't know how to adjust. I mean, this guy seems a little bit different in some of those areas, you know. Not saying the guy's perfect or anything. He ain't coached a football game yet, but he's gonna change us. I don't know if it's gonna be for the better, but we're gonna be a different team. And I'm gonna say it is gonna be for the better. Dan Campbell's gonna be better than Patricia 100%, and he's gonna change us to that tough, gritty team that we want, man. You know, like we loved how tough and gritty the Bad Boy Pistons was, no matter how much they hated on us. So I think he's trying to just bring that back to the city. So we just got to see. And he was harping on bringing his guys in and them all being on one accord and seeing one vision. So I'm gonna judge you very heavily, very very heavily, because of how much you hyped it up on the people that you bring into the building when you're making your staff. You kept saying how important it is for your staff to have all these qualities. Okay. And it's something that you kept going back to, Dan Campbell. You kept talking about it. So I'm going to take all these hires serious, you know, and hopefully these hires work out, because it seems like that's what he's saying. When you coming from a winning organization like the Saints, they one heartbeat. It's not no dissension. They one heartbeat. They all focus on Sean Payton's vision. Dude's a savage. He said we gonna bite your kneecaps. Yeah, bro. I say yeah. Hey, I forgot. The one reporter asked, could he call him something Dan? I forgot what it was. Lieutenant Dan. I forgot what he called. I forgot what it was. But he was like, yeah. See, I like that kind of coach, man. Like, can we call you by your nickname? Yes, you can call me by my nickname, bro. I'm a human being, bro. And you know, I keep saying that because some of these coaches, they be trying to act like they better than people, you know, and better than they are, you know, like you not like the rest of us. Yes, you in the job with your profession, but like you know different, and that's why I think him being a player comes to advantage. He was a player, he knows how it is. He just you know, like I said, I take a beer, man. I'll smoke one with Dan, because Dan is cool. I don't know if he's a good coach yet. We got to see, but personality wise, he's checking those boxes, and it's about leadership, man. I've been hard as long as I've been saying. I've been harping about coaching leadership. Caldwell had a different type of leadership about galvanizing the troops. When are we going to have that team that's about leadership and passion and toughness that we're supposed to have? And I think he can bring that here. And it's just about building something. Hasn't the new staff worked with mobile QBs? I say we draft one with a haul we get from Stafford to. I don't think Stafford is going to get traded, but I mean, he's worked with Drew Brees and Taysom Hills, so I think he'll be fine. What's good, man? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys like the video if you haven't already, man. We got Steve O, D-Map Zoom, my man JGB in the building, man. All right, hold on one second, y'all. Man, look, I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all think about that. All right, look, I'm gonna get through all your comments now, y'all, and then we gonna wrap it up. I ain't gonna be on here too much longer. He had me at ready one through a wall. We'll see. Hey man, I'm telling you, man. He checked the personality box. Now, can you do something with it? Because one thing I said on Twitter is I fully understand why players love this guy, and you saw a lot of players. When we got this guy, like all the Lions did a wonderful thing. So I understand it now. It's just about what we're doing. Our biggest need right now is linebacker, man. Linebacker, safety, DN, all defense. You notice? Can we get a top 10, 15 defense? That would be amazing. But Dan has a lot to clean up. So I'm not gonna be like, give us a top. Like that's why I said 18. But we'll see. He has a lot to clean up. Patricia completely destroyed our team. Wasted 3 years of Matthew Stafford in the Lions. Jason Strauss, I like his energy. Like I said, his energy is good. Let's see what you do with it, man. Thanks my dad for his service. I tell my dad you said thanks, man, for sure. I was skeptical, but now I love the hire. I'm watching every single Hey, I'm with you. I was a little skeptical, but that press conference, it's just like, what type of person are you? How do you want to lead? What are you trying to build? That's every day. Like it's a lot of things that we're trying to see, right? And I'm just watching it, and I'm just like, I like this dude. Like simply is that like, and it's not fake. So, like I said, we don't know if it's gonna translate to wins or anything, but it ain't fake. You can tell he's genuine, he's human, he's being himself. And if this is that, like if that's the type of person he is, and he's a good coach, oh man, we gonna be back to prominence. I don't know when we ever was at prominence. I'm just saying, because like if this is the type of person he is, and that translates to wins, it's gonna be a wrap. I'm telling you, like, look, the guy knows what he wants to do, and I feel like he knows how to build a team. But you can know how to do everything. You can have the perfect vision, but you have to actually have the action, and you have to actually do it. So we have to wait for that. But so far, man, after that press conference, I'm like, oh no, I rock with this guy. I like this guy because he's genuine. He's not being fake. He's actually telling the truth. He's not hiding stuff. Like I said, he's being forthcoming with all his information and everything, man, and just not BSing, dog. Like I'm just sick of these coaches that just be BSing with that crazy stuff, man. Michael Parsons or Jamar Chase, don't take no wide receiver. I ain't trying to stress out. What's your opinions? What's the Lions' next biggest need? Linebacker, safety, defensive end. like I keep saying it, bro. That's what we need. People says that he's not an X and O guy. He's seen and no good. No, I think he's both sides. No, I think Dan. Look, the guy's the guy. I'm saying it right. He's the guy. I'm not saying it's gonna work, but he's qualified. No, I don't think it's any. I think he has an X's and O's, and he has a locker room personality. He fits the bill. Now, what you gonna do with it? What are you, Brad Holmes, gonna do with it? Like I said, you can be qualified and fit the bill and still fail. So, but I think because he was a football player, man, and it's not like he's been grinding for years and years to get this opportunity, man, and he's a smart guy. Like I figured out how smart he was about X's and O's when he was asking about, when they asked him about the offensive coordinator, and he was explaining the different parts of the philosophy in different situations. Do you like empty? Do you like this? Do you like that? Because I feel like he's a very specific on having a vision for what type of team you can be. Like he said, he don't care about what your scheme is. He don't care about what you're gonna run. What type of team do you want to be on offense? Do you want to be a deep bombing passing team? Do you want to throw it all over the field? Do you want to run it? You want to run a ball down their throat and do play action? Do you want to do short and quick outs? Do you want to do? We're focusing off the receivers. Is this team around the tight ends? what type of things do you want to build in all of these type of different situations to build a philosophy of your offense? And the way that I feel like he knows how to use those situations. So if your guy wants to run, like, it's about like just knowing stuff. You don't have to be an expert at it. Patricia knew a lot of things, but he did not know how to lead men. So, and I definitely think he knows some things. Being with Sean Payton, being that assistant head coach, like, for years and years and stuff, like, he definitely knows some things. Is Kareem Hunt available in free agency? I don't know, but if he is, go get him. Kareem Hunt, DeAndre Swift sound like the greatest thing I ever heard. If y'all guys have any questions or comments about how you felt about the interview, let me know. I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. I gotta leave, y'all. But we gonna have some fun with it, man. Hold on one second, y'all. We gonna have some fun with it, man. We gonna see what Dan Campbell builds, man. I think the main thing for fans is to know that he ain't selling you no dreams. I like that. He's not selling you no dreams. He's just trying to make us the team that we're supposed to been. We just got to see if he can do it. Definitely, he way different compared to Holmes, which is amazing. Yeah. Dan Campbell, I like him. He tough. No, I agree with you, man. Like I said, I would play for Dan Campbell. Like, where you want me to line up, coach? Like, Dan Campbell, the type of coach, like, I got a certain position I like to play. I might switch positions for Dan Campbell. Just because I know, like, look, man, some people just know. I can tell. I can read people. This guy, yeah, that's my type of guy when it comes to being a leader in a sports setting. Like that's the type of stuff that I like. So, like I said, it's not gonna be no problem in the locker room. Like, the people like me, the football players that's built like me, they gonna love this guy. like you might see some unknown players on our team, like, just skyrocket up in ability just because of the type of energy that man got. Name the building blocks on offense and defense, not name Stafford, only talking about young players. Building blocks on offense, Frank Ragnow, Pro Bowler. TJ Hawkinson, Pro Bowler. Taylor Decker, believe it or not. Jonah. Jonah's a very good building piece. I still like Joe Dahl. And I feel like Logan Stenberg is something like we're building them along. I think our O-line is good. We just have to get more continuity with it. On offense, building pieces, Quintez Cephas. Yeah, DeAndre Swift. I even think if you want to keep Carry On as a third back, you can keep him, but I don't think he's gonna be on this team. But that's it. I think Kenny Golladay is a building block, but you got to figure out who you're gonna sign and who is leaving. You know what I'm saying? And obviously Stafford is the building block, like you said. But you're gonna have to either you're gonna go young or you're gonna get some veteran free agents in. On defense, the building blocks Jeff Okudah, even though he might need to move to safety, who knows? Tracy Walker, Jared Davis if they keep him. I like Austin Bryant. I loved what I saw from Austin Bryant in Spurs. It wasn't consistent, but sometimes he was really actually causing some problems out there. Okora is definitely a building block. Trey Flowers, I don't necessarily think he's a building block. He's just a good football player, but he's not a great football player. He's overpaid a little bit. On the D-line, John Pennicini, 100% a building block. The boy's a stud. Danny Shelton, I still think is a very nice building block as well. So we have pieces that we can build off of. You just need better coaches. You need a coach that's not going to put Deron Harmon on the field. Like Will Harris, get him off the team. Like, those are some of the building blocks. I'm sure I didn't name every single one, but how is Patricia better? Patricia isn't better. He's not. Like, you got to remember, Dan Campbell don't even got much to live up to. Patricia was so trash. Like, his record was equaling Marinelli's record. He was so trash. Like, it ain't hard to living up to. He said he was cursing and all. I love it. It's just about being himself. Like, what you gonna switch up now for? He has to be a professional. He has to be a leader of an organization. Blah 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 blah. We always know that professional spiel. Who cares? Be yourself. Like, and if that's him, I'm rolling with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's all. That's what I said. I'm already excited because I know the players that had that same type of energy I got. They gonna run. They will run through a wall. I feel like it's gonna be a few players on this team like they skyrocket because of the person he is. And that's gonna be good for the team, man. And like I said a little bit earlier, I think a lot of free agents might want to come here and play for Dan Campbell now. Like only people who wanted to play for Patricia was his Patriots people. But we gonna see what he does in free agency though. He's complete opposite of Matty P. 180. He the complete opposite of Matty P and Caldwell. Like he's more like Schwartz, but to me, he's Schwartz with a brain. Like Schwartz that's know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? His passion isn't misguided. It isn't unbalanced. It isn't like a bad type of passion that's gonna cause our team to have a lot of penalties. Like nothing like that, you know. Another Parcells guy. I didn't know he's from that tree. Unproven. Let me know the full coaching tree of him. Like I think you talking about when he was in Miami and stuff. Like okay, I consider him more of a Sean Payton guy, but he come from many coaching trees only because that's just where he's been the last few years. But if he's a Parcells guy too, he is. But let me know his full coaching tree if you have it, so I can see it. But and just like Lions fans, this is something I want to tell y'all. I ain't trying to sell y'all no dream either. But the press conference was good. We can't act like he didn't have a good press conference. It was a great one. But I just say, look at the things outside of us and look at the way that the NFL views Dan Campbell before he's even coached it down. And when you look at the way that they view him and what people were saying, it's like I have to line things up. People were saying all of this. They were saying all of this. They were feeling this way. They were talking about him. And then I actually was able to see it just in a little interview. I even went back and I was watching some of the stuff that with his Miami, the way he was motivating guys. I'm like, I like this guy. And I wanted to know if he would have that same energy with a press conference years and years later. He had that same energy. It's just like when I look at the way that the NFL views him, this might be the right guy. We don't know. But it seems like everybody outside of the Lions is on board with this. And the Lions are on board with this. When does that ever happen? You know what I'm saying? So we might have finally got a good coach. I'm praying. I just want Stafford to get a good head coach. You know, I want the Lions to get a good head coach. I want the Lions to run the football. I want the Lions to have a defense. Dan Campbell, save us. Because we don't know if you can yet. But you got the right mindset. I'll give you that. Hopefully now we get some hungry dogs. Now I'm with you, man. Lions fan on 2, man. What's good, y'all? If you guys haven't liked the video, make sure you guys like the video. We got 32 likes on the video, 45 people in the chat. Make sure you guys like that video, y'all. Let me see. All football players don't make good NFL coaches. Yeah, but think about him though. He's been doing this coaching thing for a while. It's not like he's just been. You know, it's been years and years. You had this little stint as an intern. I'm just thinking about, we've seen a lot of coaches be able to just motivate players and the teams play better. Why can't that be our team? We always assume we can't get what these other teams got. Like, we see other teams have that coach, and Lions fans be like, damn, I wish I had a coach with that much passion. Well, maybe we finally got the guy that actually works. And I've always said this, not him having all of these qualities and him checking all the boxes don't mean he's going to be a good head coach. But I'm going to believe in this guy. I think he's going to be solid if he gets his roster right. I'm telling you. Guys are going to be motivated. TBH, man, what's good, y'all? What's good, everybody? Campbell's going to bring us to the playoffs with that energy. No, I definitely agree with you. Amani Warrior, hey, he came from a tough Penn State program, you know. Akuda, let me see. I'm trying to scroll up, y'all. I'm trying to scroll up so I can see y'all comments. Dang, I gotta scroll up a lot, man. Y'all been dropping a lot of comments I've been missing. Detroit Ghost, man. It's all good, man. I'll undo it, bro. Yeah, I just don't like the disrespecting when the idiots be on Twitter talking crazy out the side of their neck, bro. What about Holmes? Brad Holmes is Brad Holmes. Brad Holmes is like Brad Holmes. like Brad Holmes is like, how can I explain? Brad Holmes is like an O lineman. He's like Ragnow. He's Ragnow, and then like a guy like Dan Campbell is like a Derrick Henry type, just energy, energy. Bobby Wagner, Luke Kuechly, J.J. Watt, energy type. Holmes is like he the stud O lineman. Because like the boys is completely different. I want Trey Lance. No, I want the dude from like the only quarterbacks that I really like, to be honest with y'all, is Lawrence and the dude from BYU. What's the dude from BYU name? Is that Trey Lance? I don't know. No, that's Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson. Yeah, I'll tell you why I like that Zach Wilson in a second, and why I like Trevor Lawrence specifically, and why I don't know about Justin Fields. I could be wrong. I don't have Justin Fields just puts question marks on my face when I look at him play football, and when I think about our team. But I'll tell you why I like Zach in a second. I wouldn't, we pick up if Zach Wilson fall. I don't know if I can be mad at that, bro. Because like it's certain things that make quarterbacks different. Like it's certain things that make like Fields could be a good to great quarterback, but it's different between good to great and like elite level quarterbacks or quarterbacks at Stafford level of like talent. But I'm gonna get to that later. Before I go, y'all, just remind me. Like I probably forget about it, but I did want to say something about him. I think we would be better too. That's why I want us to draft a QB while we can. I mean, he was talking about the QB, and they asked him, "Would you like a QB to sit behind a veteran or not?" He was like, "If the QB good enough to play, they're good enough to play." So he did say that, but if they're not, then they're not. But it was a joke, so we don't really know. Where's my? I gotta find my charger real quick. Hold up. We don't really know what he means by that, but I do think he doesn't have a problem getting his own guy. You definitely can see that, but it's like you got to be smart. I just don't see a point in taking a cap hit for no reason, and then just bringing up a rookie quarterback where you can just have your veteran and then have him replace the guy. We saw it happen with Mahomes and Alex Smith. So we've seen it happen before. I don't know. I don't see any problems with that. And plus, he knows how much Stafford wants to win and his toughness and how good he is. So we'll see. But, like, I don't know, man. I'm very picky with quarterbacks. And I haven't been really wrong. Last two quarterbacks I liked was Watson and Lamar Jackson. So, and Kyler Murray. Let me see. I'm trying to remember the ones that I pointed out in this document. What's good, man? What's good, everybody? So we get back Diggs and Slate. Diggs will fit so good on this team, but no. Trade Tavai for Devin White. Haha, you're funny. Marvin will be cheaper. Hey, how mobile is Tom Brady? Y'all talk about mobile QBs. Tom Brady in the NFC Championship. How mobile was he? And we know he's the GOAT. I know he's the GOAT. I'm just saying. Amani Warrior. He can still be better than Patricia and still suck. Well, yeah, Casey Gresham, the Greasom or whatever your name is. I probably butchered it. No, that's what I'm saying. Like Patricia set the bar so low. Like he was like literally like the second worst coach probably in our era besides 0-16. And I think like Marinette, like this dude was that bad. He was that horrible. He was next level garbage. His defense was literally worse than the 2008 0-16 Lions defense. So yeah, it's not that hard to be better than Patricia. Like all you got to do is have one winning season, and you're better than Patricia. So no, I'm not talking about. That's not the bar that I'm holding to. I'm holding to his own bar. His own bar is baby steps. Let me establish my stuff. So this year, I'm not going to be that too hard on him unless he does some crazy things. But I'm going to give him a chance to establish something because let him build what he's trying to do. I definitely think Stafford can be a part of that. If he wants to have his next guy, that'll be all right. But this year at least, we going to see what he's going to do with this squad that he got. Because I feel like he's going to – like if you look at the press conference, he's really focused on fixing the defense. And you look at the amount of money that we have to be flexible, it's really hard out here. Campbell is a Parcells Payton guy. Good for him. His Silverman is Vrabel. His floor is Schwartz. I'm with you. Who was the reason why Patricia got the job in the first place? The guy who got fired, Bob Quinn. He fired our winning coach for a trash coach. He played for Parcells. Played for the Lions, too. Maybe the Lions when he had them. Will Harris has the athleticism to be a good player. Look, I'm going to tell y'all one thing, y'all. To all my Lions fans out there. If Dan Campbell turns Will Harris into a good football player, he the greatest coach in Lions history since we won the championship. That's all I'm saying. I rest my case. If this man, like if Will Harris is one of those players that turns around and just becomes amazing, I would be in so much shock. It would literally be the most unbelievable thing I've ever witnessed. If you turn Will Harris into a good football player, that would be unbelievable. Because the difference between him and Tavai don't have the athleticism to be put in positions that he's being put in. Will Harris does have athleticism and stuff. He's just garbage. He don't got no brain. He just out there. Like, he missed tackle. Like, I'm not about to go in on Will Harris. He's not that good. I'm like, there's not going to be a Will Harris party. I ain't going to go in on him. But if he turned Will Harris into a good football player, he like, that's GOAT material. Lions need to get the Buccaneers linebackers. We need speed. 3-1-3. You talking about Levante David? No, I'll take him. I'll take any upgraded linebacker, bro. Our linebackers are so terrible. I'll take line. I want to keep Jared Davis though. I think like Dan Campbell will know how to use Jared Davis, and you won't have a team that doesn't blitz anymore and that's soft. He seems very humble, 100%. Bruh understands the pain and don't dismiss the pass. I was tired of hearing coaches say that was the pass or that was it. Yeah, that's my main thing about this is he's a real human being. He's like, I'm not gonna come here sell you no dreams and sugarcoat nothing. I'm gonna tell you what my vision is. You can like it, you can hate it, whatever. And I'm gonna just be real and just, that's probably why he connects with players so well. Because like if he can connect with me through a press conference that I'm watching, then I know he can connect with human beings because I actually saw him do it in Miami. I have an example to refer back to. Like I said, I don't know about wins, but our locker room gonna be. I have a smile on my face how good our locker room gonna be because I know he gonna turn that locker room up, man. I'm telling you. Y'all all saying Zach Wilson. Y'all funny. I guess y'all trying to tell me his name. Yeah, I'm far behind y'all. I'm still catching up. Justin Fields had a terrible game against Indiana. Yeah, I saw that game. Like, Fields' decision making is like, I feel like if you put a lot of confusing coverages out there and you make Fields have to consistently throw in like tight windows, he'll get confused and he'll throw interceptions. That's just how I feel, but that's how I've seen it. Like, if Fields had to throw the tight window level of throws that Stafford has to throw, he would have a lot of interceptions. Now, he's a very good playmaker. He has a good arm, and he can read defenses, but it's just like I have like that. I'm talking about that. It's like that next level of decision-making. I just think he lacks it at this point. But the way you overcome that is being like Zach Wilson. I just feel like he can make throws that other people just can't make. Like y'all know how I love Stafford, and we talk about Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, and maybe even Andrew Luck back in the day. Those guys could just make throws that other people just can't make. And Wilson, and I don't know, he's small school, competition isn't that good. I don't know how good he'll be, but him and Trevor Lawrence can just make throws that people. Like, ain't nobody else making that throw. Like, and I seen Wilson make a couple throws where I was just like, yeah, bro. Like, it ain't no other quarterback in the draft making throws like that. That's the only reason why I like Zach Wilson. Yes, I'm biased. It ain't about all that other stuff, running and all that stuff. It's he can make next level throws. And when you can make next level throws, that just bodes well for quarterbacks because everybody can't do that. Literally, everybody can't do that. Justin Fields definitely can't make some of the throws Wilson was making. Nah, some of them throws were like insane. So we'll see though. I still think that Dan Campbell keeps Stafford this year for sure though. Trevor Lawrence is next level. Can't even lie, he's special. I told y'all. Only way the Lions bounce back after losing a quarterback of Stafford's caliber is by going on 16 and getting to Trevor Lawrence. I was like, yeah, if it's Trevor, we'll be saved. Maybe Zach Wilson is that guy, but you don't save a franchise as bad as ours unless you get a quarterback the caliber of Stafford and put a team around him. If it didn't work with Stafford, okay, it didn't work. But you're still going to have to go be terrible as hell to get a Trevor Lawrence or a guy like Stafford or Andrew Luck or somebody like that. That's because we're the Lions. So I definitely agree with that. But hopefully we can find a quarterback in the late rounds that can be a successor. We don't have to spend such a high pick on something when our defense is just so bad. Yeah, look, Zach Wilson is a small school guy, so I'm not overrating small school guys. It's just like some of the throws he made were just like, bro, like normal quarterbacks can't throw the ball like that. Just being honest. So when we get Sue back, I pray. It hurt watching that playoff game and hearing them talk about how great Sue still was. Guess what, y'all? The Ndamukong Suh is still better than every defensive lineman we have. That hurts. We drafting a wide receiver, I bet. I hope not. I would take a QB before. I don't know if I would take a QB before a receiver. I might take a QB before a receiver, bro. I don't want no receiver, bro. But I think we gonna stir up that defense, man. A lot of Lions fans are gonna be mad about it. 49ers is my team plus the Lions too because my friends from that way. All right, shout out to you, Gordon. Hey, if Stafford isn't on the Lions, I would love him to go to the 49ers. Y'all got a great team. But I hope he stays on this team, though. We'll get Sue back, Stafford back. Man, I wish Sue is still – I would take Sue now. He's still good. Like, this dude is still a monster. Like, that's how you know he was a freak of nature, man. That's how you know he was a freaking – like, Ndamukong Suh is still a freaking boss. Like, he still get double teamed. And if you don't double team him, he destroying your quarterback. He's still better than every defensive lineman we had. Mid-defense, bring him back. I would take him back in a heartbeat. Like, I'm so serious. It's because he's still a good football player. I'm not being biased. This dude is still like, have y'all watched? This dude is still a very good football player. And we need that. No, TJ Hawkinson. No, Hawkinson ain't going nowhere, bro. He a staple. He was a Pro Bowler in his second year. He ain't going nowhere. Like, Hawkinson is going to get a contract. I don't have a doubt about that. If Dan was our previous coach, JD would have been blitzing when he was in the field instead of playing coverage 100%. I think he's a Jared Davis type of – like, Jared Davis need a coach like him. Just hard – no, just tell Jared Davis to just go out there and hit and destroy people. And Jared Davis was hitting and destroying people this year. Say whatever you want about his faults. But – Jared Davis was hitting. He had the hit stick on, bro. Like, he was tearing some people up out there, man, when he was out there tackling people, man. Like, yeah, he definitely is a hard hitter. Time with the Ford family. Well, I think Sheila's stepping back. They said they wanted a coach that's about inclusion. And that's what I can see about Dan Campbell. More inclusive and not, excluding people out like Patricia did. And that's why I have the energy, because you can see his inclusiveness, and that's going to work. Right now we're not talking about X's and O's. We're just talking about culture, philosophy, what he's trying to build. Can he build it? Does he have the right type of vision to build what he's trying to build based on just opinions in that press conference? And I say 100% yes. Don't know what kind of team he's going to build. I'm going to be pissed he trade Stafford. I'm going to be pissed. But, I got a good feeling about him just because I feel like I watch these teams being led by leaders, man. I know that sounds funny, but it's football. And we just haven't had no real true leaders as a head coach that was like a real leader that could just swing the pendulum. And he has the personality for it. Don't know if he has the capacity for it. We have to see on the field, but when I look at this guy, he definitely has the capacity and personality for this. So we just got to see, man. He's doing the right thing now. Like I said, the press conference was great. Who knows if he's going to be a good head coach. But the press conference was great. Like, he knocked that boy out the park. Why would we trade Hawk? He one of the best tight ends in the NFL. We wouldn't trade Hawk. Like I said, he getting extended. No, he definitely one of the best tight ends in the league. He top 4, top 3, and he not 3 or 4, whatever. Hating on my boy. Hire Tobias linebacker coach. Y'all mad, bro. You funny, bro. You funny, bro. I'm looking at y'all comments. Y'all some more comments if you want to. Now Trey Lance do got a cannon, but I don't know. I'm definitely I want Golladay back on the team. Trey Lance is better than Trevor Lawrence. He said you heard it right here. Everybody, y'all see this. Trey Lance is better than one of the greatest quarterbacks I've seen in college. All right. Trevor Lawrence is one of them quarterbacks where if he doesn't have a serious injury, he's going to be a Hall of Famer almost. He just has too much talent, bro. Sometimes talent just outweighs everything. And he just got too much talent. Like, he's one of the quarterbacks that I don't have any and I know he's been hyped up for a while. I watched his faults. I watched his interceptions. I watched him lose big games. But it's other things about him. He's one of the quarterbacks probably since like Luck and even Stafford came out, because I was high on Stafford and Andrew Luck. I thought Andrew Luck was going to be so good. But I don't have no qualms about that guy. So, and then him being 6'6" and mobile doesn't hurt. What I think about Mac Jones, I think he's on a stacked team, and I don't trust him. Mac Jones, second-round pocket passer, better than Zach Wilson. Okay. Hey, man, I can't convince who to come back, man. What's good, old-timer Dave? Yeah, old-timer Dave. I know Packers fans must not be feeling good because we got a head coach that's actually going to give y'all a challenge, you know? So we'll see how y'all do this year, old-timer. I'm not rooting for y'all. I hope Tom Brady destroy y'all. But next season, Dan Campbell going to give y'all problems. Y'all ain't going to be steamrolling us no more. Darrell Bell actually gave y'all problems. But shout out to the Packers, man. We try to live up to the standard that they set. I hate to say it because I hate the Packers, but we trash out here. And Dan Campbell is trying to put us up to that standard. Shout out to Old Timer Dave, always supporting, man. Make sure you guys like the video, man. Lions got featured on the ESPN app because of Dan Colts. What I tell you, the NFL world, the powers that be, they love this guy. They love this guy. So, like, more than any other coach. Like, they've liked Patricia. They've liked Caldwell. They like Dan Campbell. So we'll see if he's the right guy. But they like Dan Campbell, man. They like Dan Campbell. So we gonna see. Should have hired Harbaugh. Hey, I wanted Harbaugh. So, wow. Adam Gase, are you crazy, dog? Don't get blocked. Nick, I will put you in timeout if you talk about Adam Gase. Stop it. Youth and talent are no match for experience and treachery. Hey, look at Sean McVay, man. Look at Vrabel, man. Those are guys. It worked out. We lost your best assets today. Sad day in Packer country. We lost your best. Wait, what happened? I don't even know. I don't know if you're making a joke, old timer, or what. Because I don't know whatever is going on with the Packers. I really don't know. So I don't know if you're making a joke or not. Oh, wow. Rest in peace, Ted Thompson. That's what you're talking about. I didn't even know. Wow, they just reported it like 15 minutes ago. Oh, wow. So they just trying to get y'all extra motivation to win the Super Bowl. Oh, man. Come on, Brady. I'm going to need you to shut them down. They're going to be motivated. I'm going to need you, Brady. Come on, TB12. Rest in peace, man. Bro, you can't tell Campbell he's already been thinking about how he's going to use it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was all right, y'all. It's almost an hour. I got to go. But look, I thought it was funny how when he was talking about how just using players in positions for success, that, positions for success, use players in the right way spiel that every coach has. He brought up Swift immediately and brought up putting Swift on linebackers immediately. And that's what I was talking about earlier in the show, where I was like, every coach says we want to use our best players against their worst players, and we want to use the matchups to our advantage. But the Lions have never done it. Like I said, win or lose, I don't know how good the team's going to be. We don't know. But I know Campbell is going to use the mismatches that we've been praying the Lions use. He's going to make sure that the OC knows to use those mismatches consistently. Now, when we have a TJ Hawkinson mismatch or a Swift mismatch, we build our offense around it for that specific game plan, for that specific day. Like, I know that he's going to be able to do that because that's what the Saints were doing. That's how they pick teams apart. He's already thinking about how he's going to use Swift. It's all good. Bro, this man talking about Adam Gase, bro. Like, he about to give me a headache, dog. He about to give me a headache. Talking about Adam Gase, bro. Yeah, Rip Ted Thompson for short. Talking about Adam Gase, bro. He said he putting the Swift. Hey, bro, you already know. Swift can catch the ball. He's had some drops. He's a rookie. But I think his next season, he's going to be much better. So will Okudah be great this season? Look, Okudah is a defensive back. I think he can be a very good defensive back, no matter where he is in the defensive backfield. But I think he's going to have a bounce back season. I think the entire team is going to have a bounce back season just because of the personality and the way he galvanizes the troops, as Stephen A likes to say, or the way he has the energy and just brings energy into the team. And it's not, you can bring energy and it can be fake. But genuine energy, genuine charisma, genuine leadership, you can sense and it's easy to tell. And I sense that instantly. And I know the players will be able to pick it up. And in that aspect, like I said, our locker room is going to be on one accord. I just hope this team is closer than it has been in recent years, man. One heartbeat. But all right, y'all. If y'all got any more questions, anything else to say, drop it in the chat and I'm going to get up out of here, man. But Dan Campbell, great first interview. He blew that out the park. We don't know if he's going to be a good coach or not yet. But I like it. I'm officially on the Dan Campbell train, so I hope the train goes well, and I hope we're not a trash team because it ain't going to be looking good for me. But I'm officially on the train, man. I'm on the Dan Campbell. I'm with this guy. I hope it works out. He got a 6-year deal. I hope it works out. I did want to say something unrelated to football. Killian Hayes, for my Pistons fans, he will not have to have surgery, which means his season is not ended. He'll be back in 2 months. So happy about that. But any more questions, man? We drafting a QB. I think it's a 50-50 chance of us drafting the QB. It's a 50-50 chance. It's a very good chance. I'd rather get Zach Wilson than Justin Fields, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I'm not saying Fields not going to be great. I think he's going to be very good. It's just like, I want to elite. If I'm replacing Stafford, I'm sorry. Call me like spoiled, but if I'm replacing Stafford, I want a quarterback just as freaking good. Like, if I'm replacing him, I want another elite caliber QB. That's just me. So I don't want to replace him with just like a Dak Prescott or just some guy that's good. No, I want another great quarterback with him. You know, that's just me. Kind of like a Steve Young, Joe Montana type of thing. You know. Dwayne Haskins with the Steelers. Oh, Haskins got traded? Let me look that up. That's an interesting. That's an interesting. Oh, he's set to visit with the Steelers. I hope he gets another opportunity, Haskins, man. That'd be nice for him. I hope he gets another opportunity, man. All right, y'all. Looks like it's not no more questions in the chat, so I'm gonna get out of here. Good interview. I think Dan Campbell is gonna change his culture. Will it be for the better? I think it will. But patience. We will definitely be a better team than last year, and I will say, I'll say this, man. Assuming health, you know, I have to always say that. And if Stafford's still on the team and he plays 16 games, we'll win at least 8. Just because I think the defense is going to be way better. But, you know, being better than that, winning the division, that's his goal. He brought up winning the division. He really wants to win the division, something we've never done. That's the goal. He ain't trying to win 8 games. I'm just saying what I think right now based on what I'm looking at. That's just way too early. But we got to see, you know. I could keep completing run by 8 games. Maybe we go 7-9. Who knows? We gotta see. But I like this coach. I'm on board. I like his vision, and I like the way that he's trying to implement his vision. I like that he respects people, and he looks like a leader in men. Like I said, I would play for this guy in a heartbeat because I can tell. But all right, man. Shout out to all of my Lions fans out there, man. Dan Campbell, man, he lights the nation on fire. Let's see what he does.